A criminal granted paradise, a place of supreme happiness, beauty, and peace will soon be the eternal residence, not because of his resume, but all because of number one, something that he heard. While he also was hanging on a cross, next to his cross-bearing, robbing associate, he heard his partner in crime ask Jesus a mockery question. He wanted to join in on this persecution by asking if Jesus was the Messiah, but he believed that in order to get something from the Messiah, he first had to provoke the Messiah. And in provoking him, he was ultimately questioning his authority, raising this challenge: if you really are the Messiah, then use that power to get you and myself out of the trouble we are in. He, church, is what we will call an opportunist, a manipulator, and some even push it by calling him someone who is committing blasphemy. Church, I pray that we never get to the point in our lives where we expect someone else to pull us out of the mess that we caused ourselves to get into, just like this criminal. Church, I pray that we don't keep running to the person who we know has money every time ours run out. Church, I pray that we don't keep calling on the one who has bailed us out time and time again without ever thinking or without ever changing our ways. Church, I pray that we never get to the point where we have to gaslight people in order to get our own flame back. But the harsh reality of today's time is that some people will go the extra mile to pull out the "you are this" and "you are that" card, not realizing that a card played out of desperation rather than deference would decline every single time. He once heard something. Next, he also had to say something. This gentleman could have kept quiet. He could have joined in on the provoking verbal attack against Jesus. Instead, he is found defending Jesus, being honest enough to acknowledge that he and the other criminal deserved to be on the cross, while also honoring the fact that Jesus was an innocent man. This gentleman is the pure example of, if you see something, say something. He had to speak up. He used every ounce of power he had left in his own body. He spoke up for Jesus, turning from being a criminal to be Jesus' temporary defense attorney. He could not stand by and watch an innocent man suffer for something he did not deserve. He had to speak up for a man who has always spoken up for the disinherited, the disenchanted, and the disenfranchised. Church, when you see someone being done wrong, you ought to speak up. When you see injustice unfolding, you should speak up. When you see pain being spewed out the lips of others, you need to speak up. When you see someone being silenced, you are charged to speak up. When you see the vulnerable being taken advantage of, you need to speak up. When you see truth being twisted into a lie, do what Brent Jones said and open your mouth and say something. He heard something. He said something. And last and finally, and I'm in my seat, he received something. Let the church say he received something. Yeah, after speaking up for Jesus, after being honest with himself, this gentleman shifts his tone for admiring his own guilt to asking for God's grace. And within his own request for eternal life, he reveals something to us, church, that even though he had committed a crime, he still knew who Christ was. By asking Jesus to remember him when he entered his kingdom, it is evident that this man had somewhere along the way heard Jesus' teachings about the kingdom. Some saw Jesus raise the dead and still did not believe. But this robber watches him being put to death, and yet he believes. He knew he was going to die, and in that moment, he came to himself and realized, if I am going to die, I might as well die in the Lord. And because of that truth, and because of that experience, and because the mocker on the other side of Jesus has challenged Jesus to save them, Jesus was now doing just that for this very own feast. And the Amplified Version declares, I assure you and most solemnly say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. And in paradise, you will have a home where hate can't harm it, a home where pain can't penetrate it, a home where floods can't flood it, a home where lies can't linger it, a home where wars can't wound it, a home where bombs can't blast it, a home where trouble can't torment it, a home where injustice can't invade it, a home where cancer can't claim it, a home where pettiness can't pick at it, a home where defiance can't dwell in, a home where fire can't consume it, a home where earthquakes can't erode it, a home where armies can't assail it, a home where sickness can't sell it, a home where sorrow surrenders to joy, a home where problems produce peace, a home where love is laid all around, closer to thee, closer to thee. Lord, let me walk with thee. If that former robber who then turned redeemed were here today, I'm sure he would tell us, meet me there. Oh, meet me there where life is so sweet and fair. Meet me there. Oh, meet me there beyond this world of care. Meet me there. Oh, meet me there. No bereavements we shall bear, and in Jesus' glory we shall share. I want you to be in that home with me. Oh, promise you'll meet me there.